So I'm actually recording an Instagram live right now as we're going into this episode today. And for you guys who haven't participated or seen the Happy Doc podcast, what's really amazing about podcasting and also social media and Instagram is I can touch base with you awesome people on Instagram land, and I can also record this so people can listen. So for those who don't know, when I was podcasting, I was pretty consistent at podcasting every day. I really enjoy doing it. It gives me a sense of energy. And it's really funny now that I'm looking at it. I have double headphones on because these were my workout headphones. It's too funny. So anyways, today I want to get started again. I want to get moving because it's so important that even when we get stuck, even when we get in lulls, even when we slow down, whatever it is that our life goals are, that we start to get moving again. So this episode is going to be dedicated to those who have slowed down, to those who have stopped, to those who are losing motivation, for those who are losing their energy, because quite often it happens, all the time. Things happen in life. There can be a lot of negativity, negative energy, negative individuals, negative situations. You look at the news, you're watching some negative stuff on TV. You're surrounded by people that are bringing you down. You're surrounded by your own internal voice that's bringing you down. So with all that being said, my field is in psychiatry, my field's in psychology. So I want to understand the psyche. I want to understand how to get ourselves to that next level. And really, to me, when you think about human behavior, when you think about people, we got three parts to it that are ultimately incredibly important. Three main rings or three areas to focus on. And that's going to be your thoughts, it's going to be your emotions, and it's going to be your behavior or actions. So it's for me, and I'm going to tell you my strategy of getting that energy up, getting started, getting moving. I'm literally going to tell you what I did today because today is the first day I'm getting back on track. Today is the first day I really feel like I'm getting started and getting moving again. And we always go through these processes. So it's very hard often to change our thoughts. Thoughts are based on automatic thinking generally based from our previous beliefs. And to change our beliefs, it actually takes a lot of work. So if you have some core beliefs inside of you that are ultimately negative, things like, I'm not worth it, nobody loves me, nobody cares about me, I'm not good for anything. Beliefs are based on patterns of thinking, and those patterns of thinking are based off of the other two rings that I talked about, the emotions and the behaviors and actions. Okay, so that's that one section. Emotions. Emotions are thought with energy. Emotions are things that something inside of us, our core level, it touches us. Maybe it's an event that touches a part of our story. Maybe it's an event that reminds us of something else. It's the amygdala where we have our emotions. It's very close to our hippocampus where we hold our memories. So there's something about emotions and memories. So when something touches us in our stories that we've developed over time, that gives that thought more energy, and thus you feel an emotion. And generally, emotions are actually there to motivate us, to allow us to look at our story and then act in a different way or act in a way that helps us, right? So then I'm going to go and hop over to the actions and the behaviors. And this is where I think we can all get started, where we can all get moving. And this is the secret that I think that ultimately allows us to get moving. So action. This morning I woke up and I got into action. I was not motivated to do much, but inside of me, I'm driven enough to know that I have some goals, some things I want to achieve. And as such, for me, the number one way I can blast through my thoughts and blast through my emotions is just getting started. Taking the good action that's going to raise our energy and allow us to overcome those thoughts and those difficulties and those emotions and ultimately get us to where we want to go. So getting started to me, I'm going to tell you what I did today. What I did was I woke up this morning. I didn't feel good. I woke up late. Actually, yesterday I was feeling pretty sick. But I went and I knew that today was going to be important to me. So even though it started off slow, even though it started off late, I got up this morning and I told myself, I'm going to start moving. When you start to physically move, you raise your energy up. So I went outside. I got my track suit on. I have this my Just Do It shirt on. I just put stuff on. I don't even look that good right now, in terms of my clothes and everything. It has nothing to do with that. I have some sweats on. It wasn't about anyone else. I wanted to get these headphones on. I put them over my ears. I played good music and I got my body moving. I started walking. Then I went over. There's a local gym I have access to. I went over and I just started a nice jog. I started running. I started to get started. I started to get moving. As you know, objects in motion like to stay in motion. Objects that aren't moving tend to not move. So if you want to gain that personal momentum, if you want to grow, if you want to get started, if you want to keep moving, get your energy up again, it's going to come from that movement. Literally, for me, it's movement. When I start to move, whether it's a run, whether it's a walk, whether it's maybe the movement is more metaphorical. Maybe you're a writer and you just need to start to write out free thoughts. If you're a musician, maybe you just got to strum some notes. Just grab the guitar. Just grab the notebook. Just get to the laptop. Whatever it is that you need to do to get moving, get started. For me, I needed that physical motion to translate into the motion that was going to get me to this podcast today. And then as I was walking and as I was coming over, I was like, we might as well just do this live. We might as well go for it. So this episode is dedicated to those, again, who are dealing with the difficulty of slowing down, who are dealing with the difficulty of losing their strength, with the difficulty of losing their energy. But you know what? Today, when I recorded this, it is Sunday, January 26, 2020. And I'm giving you permission. I'm allowing you. I want you to know that it is absolutely the time to get restarted on what you want, who you want to be, what your goals are. And don't let your belief system, don't let your emotions stop you from taking the actions that you need to take. When you take actions besides all those emotions, besides all those thoughts, you will change your beliefs. You will change your emotions, because when you act in a new way, your system starts to move in accordance to those new actions. If you say that you're not worth it, that you're not good enough and all that stuff, but you went to the gym and you worked on yourself, or you started writing and you went for it and you started to go for stuff. If you went to your laptop and started podcasting, wait a second. Even though you said you weren't good enough, you went ahead and started taking good action. Wait a second, maybe I am worth something. Maybe because I'm doing something, I can change my life. I can change my destiny. And then the language in your system starts to change. Then the thoughts start to change. Then the beliefs start to change. Then the emotions start to change. So believe that it is possible that even though you don't feel good right now, there is a future where you can feel better. There is a future that you can be more, achieve more, and act more. I hope this was helpful for everyone. I hope you enjoyed this live episode. I went right into it for people that are in Instagram land. I went right into it for people in podcast land. If you enjoyed this episode, please check out The Happy Doc. That's TheHappyDoc on your favorite podcasting channel. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you later. I'm actually going to do some more hanging out on Instagram Live, so take care.